I'm Thomas Beisner here with Bellarmine coach Scott Davenport, here to talk about his summer basketball camps, which are open to both boys and girls. And it's a tremendous event for people in the city of Louisville every year. Can you talk to people maybe haven't been, what they can expect from your camp?
Well, the city of Louisville, the surrounding counties, southern Indiana, we've kind of brought them from everywhere. It's like what we like to say, it's the old-time teaching camps. We stress fundamentals, we stress team play, but at the same time, we stress, learning the fundamentals of the game the right way. And so many kids nowadays play games, and you play more games, and you play more games. Everybody talks about NCAA Division I basketball not being able to shoot very well. Well, I don't think it's blame of the officials. I don't think it's all on the coaches. I think a lot of the young people now play so many games instead of skill development. And we stress the development side of the game. We do stress having a good time at the same time, but the theory's simple. You can play basketball in your driveway 8 hours a day, but where can you go be taught?
And it's a camp that all skill sets, right? It's not for beginners. You don't have to be advanced, and all ages can
That's why we focus on the 8 to 12-year-olds. When they get into the middle school, high schools, and start playing on different teams, we stress on those younger players, and we want them to have we have very simple rules. You're never to get discouraged at this basketball camp.
Right.
We all know the Michael Jordan story, who was cutting and he made the team. No, we don't want anybody to get discouraged. We want you to have a great time, but we want you to learn where you could not learn at home. So we try to fill that void with 8:30 to 4. Let's get after it basketball.
How much of what you're learning there, and obviously Bellarmine now is such a successful program, how much of what these kids are learning or what you're teaching the guys day in and day out as they contend for championships?
It's the same with our guys. We use our guys to demonstrate individual instruction with me right on the court every morning, and then the players immediately do the same drills the Bellarmine players do. We've brought in the U of L women's program and the success they've had. They're great teachers. So it's about teaching and playing. I start every week with, how many of you want to be the best player you can be? And hands go up. They all want to be the best. I said, okay then. In the next 5 days, no video games. We're going to put them down where this down. They boo and the parents cheer. That's how we start.
I've gone through that with my own
That's
son.
how we start camp.
Now, as you guys prepare for next season, of course, you just got a big commitment signing Josh Dirksen, a big man from Australia. Can you talk about him a little bit?
He's a very talented player. What I've learned to evaluate players that are very good in our system are players who affect the game in a lot of ways. They deflect, they rebound their position, they defend their position, they pass the ball, they make others better. As well as just being, oh yeah, I can score when my time comes. We want players who affect the game in a lot of ways, and he fits that mold. He has competed at the highest level, played in the World Championships against Jabari Parker, the best players in the United States, and held his own. Very talented player, and very excited about coming to join in Bellarmine. I mean, he is, if you just through social media, he's all over the place, and he's really proud to join our program.
Your program is now, I would call it an established program. I think there's, if you follow college basketball and people watching, teams can have good years and they can come out. You guys have become a solid powerhouse program in contention every year. How did you get to that point, and what are the things that you tell your guys every day to keep you at a level where you can compete like that?
Well, we got that way because of the players. I mean, at the start of my 8-year tenure at Bellarmine, we started with 4 seniors, Matt Miller, Montonio Blake, Calvin Fowler, and Kyle Thrasher. And all we said that year, and it's a great story, we said, let's make these 4 seniors have a winning season. They won 9 games as juniors. They were not having fun. Do you think they were wearing Bellarmine basketball gear to class? No. We're in Louisville, Kentucky, Indiana, Georgetown, Villanova, whoever. Well, I had a private meeting. I excused the seniors, and I made everybody commit no matter what it took. Drawing charges, extra shot, extra film. Let's have these 4 seniors have a winning season. And they had a winning season, and I said, this will start the momentum. 5 years later, we win a national championship, and what happens is, like in any great organization, great players attract other great players. And what's happened is players come on visits and they say, I want to play with those guys. And a year later, that player, he's our best recruiter. The best recruiter in our program has been our players.
And that's similar, I think, to what we hear from John Calipari, Rick Pitino, and tremendous 2 national championships the last 2 years. Watching U of L this year in that championship, Coach Pitino, how do you think what it meant to him, and what do you think of that team?
Well, I think it all means so much because of the type of guys you do it with. That's why I'm so proud. And I heard Coach Calipari reference that they did it first prior to Louisville. Well, on the night of the national championship game this year, Keyston Jones, one of our senior returners, tweeted out that who really did this first?
Bellarmine.
Bellarmine. We started this at 11, followed by Kentucky and Louisiana. So now it's our turn again, though, if we're going to go in a rotation here. Those players are so special. And that's what it takes. You can win on just the 5 best players, but more times than not, this game will always remain a team game. The Kentucky team that won it with the unlimited amount of talent was incredible people, because we've all heard it so many times about the fewer shot attempts for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and Anthony Davis. And you look at Peyton Siva. Yeah, he was the glue that held that team. You can win it with guys, but you can win it with great people too. And there's more than one way to be successful. We won it. Braden Hobbs is the National Division II Player of the Game. He's our 3rd leading scorer, but he's playing professionally both in Spain and Australia right now.
And now you can maybe get the next crop of national championships at a camp this summer. We will see. Tell everybody.
We're waiting for the Bellarmine camper to be on our team and cut the nets down, and then you and I will write the Disney movie together.
Right. Yeah, that sounds good, Coach. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. Now, if you want to send your son or daughter to one of the camps, there are still spots available. Make sure you go to Bellarmine Athletics website for more information. You can call the phone numbers on the screen as well for the boys' camp. It's 272-8310, and for the girls' camp, 272-8382, and that's area code, of course, 502.